All right, guys. So Justin and I are out here. We're going to do a little quick protest right here where the journalist was arrested. So what I'm going to do is clip the phone to my chest. So there's not anything I can do about the wind noise and stuff. You guys are just going to have to put up with it for a minute. But you'll be, like I said, you'll be clipped to my vest, and you'll be able to see what kind of reaction we get out here at the scene of the arrest of that journalist here in Lake Jackson, Texas. And there's my son. I won't be able to see your comments. Hold on, let me get you. And of course, it's going to be difficult to get. There we go. Got you locked in. Justin's out here somewhere. Not sure where he went. And look, I still have the back of my board is still clear. Haven't put anything on there yet. Lake Jackson PD's gone silent on the radio, so you shouldn't hear any radio traffic. So we're tracking them on the MDT terminal now. I've got my MDT up and running. And thank you, Jerry, for programming that for Lake Jackson for me last weekend. All right, I see Justin up here. And we're not going to be out here very long, probably just 20 minutes or so. We have a better spot after this. All right, let me just go right here. Hey! Crooked chief gets you a crooked PD. Don't believe the union lies. That's all police unions do, is lie to cover for crooked cops. Never trust the police union. Police unions should be outlawed. There is no legitimate purpose that they serve for the public. So we should outlaw police unions. How many of y'all know there were several Houston police officers fired by Art Acevedo before he left? They were fired in relation to a shooting in which the citizen died. They shot and killed him because he picked up a taser that had already been fired and thrown down by the officers. It wasn't dangerous to anyone. And yet he was killed for that. Art Acevedo didn't like that and fired them. The police union fought and got them their jobs back. They've already murdered one innocent man, and now they're in a position to murder more. That's what police unions do. Oh, and they get all back pay. Even though they've been working other jobs and stuff in the meantime, they get their back pay for the time that they were fired and just sitting around doing nothing or working extra jobs or whatever it was they were doing to make money. So once again, thanks to the police union, the citizens of Houston lose. They lose. That's what the police unions do. They back bad cops. That is all they do. Good cops don't need them. Good cops have nothing to fear from a department because they're going to do the right thing.
Are you live?
Yes.
I normally get a different gestures. All I mean, the thumbs down. That's fine. You like that police officers, more power to you.
Yep.
I'm not for that, but whatever people are for. Alright. Let me get a video of you.
All right. You know why we're here?
Yes. I saw y'all walking over here. Justin, how you doing?
Good.
I watch your videos all the time, man. How
I
you doing?
appreciate that. Justin Poole.
My name's DJ.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
DJ.
meet you too.
Thank you for watching. Thanks for coming out.
If you got a bad chief of police, you're going to have a bad department.
We have a bad chief of police?
You tell me.
I'm not sure.
Two of his police officers attacked a reporter here for taking pictures of a traffic accident.
Yes,
Beat him so bad that he had to go to the hospital. Is that a mark of a good department?
No, but what descent was he?
What?
Was he white, black, Mexican?
Hispanic. Hispanic. I can't hear you.
Y'all are on YouTube. Y'all did a great job of y'all's research. Follow them on YouTube. Tell them to follow y'all on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I can't hear you over the traffic.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Probably be out for a month or two, so. Yeah, we wanted to show up before I was going to be out. Is the patrol officers seem to not want any problems, but the administration, lets them do whatever.
Right.
Well, see, that's the problem. If they're not going to be held accountable when they do wrong, they have no reason to do right. That's just how it is.
David, crooked chief gets you a crooked PD. I mean, that's really it.
What is yours saying?
The chief here was bragging about how they were going to be transparent with everything. They weren't going to hide and cover up. And yet that's exactly what they've done. If they had been transparent, I wouldn't be standing here right now. I don't have a problem getting behind a department that does the right thing. But when they bury their heads in the sand and cover up, so try to keep it all secret so that people don't know what they did, that's an issue. That's a serious issue. That's not transparency. And I can tell you, I've been out here and dealt with a lot of Lake Jackson officers, and there's a lot of good officers in this department. Once again, it's the bad ones that screw it up. And the bad ones aren't worried about screwing up because they know there'll be no consequences. That's a problem. That's an issue. And it starts at the top. It starts with the chief. And once again, had this chief been transparent as he said he would be, as he promised, I wouldn't be standing here right now. we're working to get hold of Cagle's F5 to see if the chief gave him a favorable discharge, or if he checked the box that he quit because he was facing termination. We're hoping that they at least did the right thing on that to expose the fact that this guy is a problem. Try and protect the citizens for the next department that he might go work at. And for those of you just joining in that don't know what's going on, the Lake Jackson Police Department had 2 police officers attack a journalist out here on the street for taking pictures of a traffic accident. And that's why we're here. I'm gonna move over here by the feeder road. Yeah, I got you. You're live right now.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching.
Let me get closer because they probably won't be able to hear over the traffic. Okay.
Hey guys, so what my sign means is not that all police are thugs, but like every aspect, however you want to break down society, there's going to be a percentage of people who are straight up thugs. And how you deal with that, it's called accountability, and how you deal with that defines your profession. And what we have in Lake Jackson is called the Blue Lion. That's Lyin'. And a guy just a couple hundred feet away, he's wore their costume, the Blue Lion costume, did blatant criminal acts, and so far as I'm aware, he hasn't been arrested, he hasn't been charged, he hasn't been indicted. And that's why the people are losing trust in the state and the police. They refuse to hold themselves accountable. What's worse, they're playing games with transparency too. They're not giving out the dash camera, they're not giving out the body camera. And what meager records I did get, I'm gonna have to pay, I think it was 600, we might be getting closer to 500 now. So we worked it down just a little bit. And that's not what the people want to see. We want accountability.
Right. All right, I'm gonna move
Equal
over.
to like what would happen if you and me did the same conduct.
Oh, we'd have been arrested on the spot. Yeah, if we had done that, we would have been arrested on the spot.
Man, that panda smells pretty good, David.
What is that?
Panda.
You sure? Are you sure that's not Red Lobster?
I can't believe it.
Man, I could go for some fried shrimp right about now. All right, get back over here on this side. Yeah, the issue comes when, you know, if one of us tackled a cop and roughed him up so bad he had to go to the hospital, you'd be arrested immediately. There wouldn't be any talking about it, discussing it, waiting for the DA to look it all over and decide to file charges. The charges would have been instantaneous. And yet, it's clear from the video exactly what occurred here. But they're like, oh, well, you know, we're gonna wait and see what the DA says, blah, 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 blah. The chief of police could have arrested that officer right then. The shift supervisor, any other police officer could have arrested him right then. But they choose not to. He should have to, there shouldn't be a separate system for them. It's one system for everybody. He should have to face the same consequences for his actions that I would face or you would face.
We don't even have training. He has training.
Yeah, he just had a bunch of training on,
Hey, they're getting a call right now.
I hear it. He just had a bunch of training on dealing with press. He had just had training on dealing with the press.
Hey, do you have any tape in your car?
Tape? I do not.
going bye-bye.
Where at? What's ripping?
On the sides where I've been holding it.
Oh, you got to get this
It's
thicker
windy,
cardboard.
I know
Yeah,
the foam board's better, but
it's a little more expensive,
Justin
but
has what he has.
it's yeah, it is what it is. All right, you ready to
wanna
move
go
to?
to the PD now?
Yeah, let's move to our other location.
Yeah. Well, I just spoiled it.
Yeah, it's all right. They wouldn't know. All right, guys, I'm going to kill the live stream for a minute, and we'll go live again here shortly.